First of all, let me swear in the interpreter at this point. Do you swear that your interpretation today from French to English will be true and correct to the best of your ability?
I do.
Do you swear that the testimony you give today will be true and correct, so help you God?
Yes, I do.
Please have a seat. A few things I wish to advise you. You're going to be asked some questions first by your attorney, and who will be doing the direct examination?
I will, Your Honor.
Okay. By your attorney and then by the counsel for the Department of Homeland Security. If at any point you don't understand a question, please say so. It'll be repeated for you. If you don't know the answer to a question, just say so. You are being taped in these proceedings, and please keep your voice up for the tape machine. Counsel, whenever you're ready, go ahead and start.
Thank you, Your Honor. Would you state your name, please?
My name is Fatima Touré.
When were you born?
I was born July 4th.
Where were you born?
I was born in Conakry, Guinea,
Why did you flee Guinea?
because my life was in danger and I feared that the government would continue to beat and harm me
Why did they harm you?
because I am Malinke and because my family is involved in politics in Guinea and my uncle is working to change the government.
You said you are Malinke. Is that your ethnicity?
Yes, it is the largest ethnic group in Guinea.
Fatima, who are your parents?
My mother's name is Waida Touré and my father's name is Malik Touré. He died when I was 12. At that point, my uncle moved into our home and he helped support my family and my mother.
What is your uncle's name?
His name is Lamine Touré.
How are you related to him?
He is like a father to me. He took care of me and my family after my father died.
Do you have a formal family relationship with him?
I'm not sure what you are asking.
Okay. Where is he? Well, strike that. Is he really your uncle?
No, he is a distant cousin of my father.
And what is your relationship with him?
We are very close. He supports my family financially, and he talked to me about the political situation in Guinea, and he gave me a lot of support.
Where is he now?
I don't know. He has been hiding for the past two years.
Why is he hiding?
Because
Objection, lack of foundation.
I'll allow the question. Go ahead.
Thank you.
because his life is also in danger, and President Conte and the Party of Unity and Progress, they are called the PUP, they are looking for him.
I'm sorry, that's the PUP?
Yes.
Fatima, what happened when the Presidential Guard came to your school?
They stormed my school and they found the surveillant.
The counselor?
Your Honor, I think there was an error in translation just now.
Well, counsel, if you're not satisfied with the court's interpreter, I can reset this case and find another interpreter, and we can change interpreters if you think that the interpreter has not been qualified or interpreting correctly.
Oh, no, Your Honor. I think it's just this one word, and it may have to do with, different educational structures between the countries.
Okay. And what is the change that you're suggesting?
Well, she used the word counselor, and I think the word was not supposed to be counselor. It was supposed to be vice principal.
Okay. To the interpreter, you've heard the suggested change. Do you agree with it? Do you want me to have it repeated, or do you want to have the question repeated for you?
Yes, Your Honor. I would like the defendant to clarify.
Okay, thank you. Then why don't you go back and ask the question again, and and have the question answered again. We'll see if we can't get the correct translation. Go ahead.
Yes, Your Honor. What happened when the Presidential Guard came to your school?
They went to find le surveillant de l'école.
The vice principal.
And he called me into the hallway, and when I stepped out there, I saw the Presidential Guard, and they had Fatoumata with them, and then I knew that we were in serious trouble.
What happened?
They took Fatoumata and me, and they took us out of the building.
Did anyone from the school try to stop them?
No, because everybody feared the Presidential Guard, and they were all hiding in the classrooms and in the offices.
How did you feel when you saw the Presidential Guard standing with Fatoumata?
I was very scared. I was terrified.
Counsel, Fatoumata, just for the interpreter and for the transcription of the record, what's the spelling on that?
The spelling is Fatoumata.
Thank you.
Please
Proceed.
continue, Fatima.
I felt sick to my stomach because I did not know what would happen.
Where did the Presidential Guard take you and Fatoumata?
They took us to their jeep and they drove us to jail.
And what happened when you and Fatoumata got to jail?
They brought us to an interrogation room, and they demanded that we tell them exactly where my uncle was.
And what happened when you were in the interrogation room?
They touched me.
I'm sorry, please keep your voice up a little bit.
They touched me.
What do you mean by that, Fatima?
One of the guard, he came in with his pants undone, and they took turns. They took turns violating Fatoumata and me.
I know this is hard to talk about, Fatima, but I have to ask, how long did that last?
Over 2 hours.
I'm sorry, how long?
Over 2 hours.
Did the guards say anything to you?
I wanted to know where my uncle was, and they called us racial names.
How many guards were involved?
I don't remember. 6, maybe 7.
Did you tell anyone that you were raped?
No. I told no one. I was too ashamed. You were the first person that I told. And je l'ai dit aussi au psychologue.
I also told the psychologist.
Did you have any medical effects from the rape?
Yes, I was in pain for a long time.
Your Honor, can I ask for a brief recess for my client to compose herself?
Let's go off the record at this point. Let me ask this while we're off the record. Have counsel spoken, have you from each side spoken with each other about the case and about the possibility of resolving this case?
Yes, Your Honor, we spoke briefly about that with DHS counsel.
And what's the position of the service at this point?
Your Honor, at this point, we think there are too many factual issues that are left to resolve for us to settle this in any way at this point.
We're back on the record. Counsel, you ready to proceed?
Yes. Fatima, you said that that the guards were calling you names. Can you be a little bit more specific, please?
They would say things like dirty malenke and other names in Guinean that I cannot translate.
Again, Ms. Troy, you're going to have to please keep your voice up a little bit. Go ahead, counsel.
Thank you. When did you decide to flee to the United States?
It was in mid-November
What prompted you to leave?
because I was repeatedly arrested and I feared that they were losing patience with me, and I didn't know if the next time they arrested me, if they would keep me in prison or if they would kill me. So I could not keep living like that. And ces pensées me troublaient pendant chaque minute de la journée.
These thoughts ate at me every moment of every day.
Did someone...
But, excuse me, counsel, but when you were detained by the guards, they just mentioned about being a dirty malinke. They did not question you or accuse you of anything else. Is that correct?
No, they wanted to know where my uncle was.
They also asked you about your uncle.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you. Continue, counsel.
Thank you. Fatima, did someone help you to leave?
Yes. It was a friend of my uncle. I call him Tonton, and Fatoumata was the one who suggested that I go see him.
How did he help you?
I told him about what happened to me, and he agreed that I needed to leave the country. So he told me that it would take him a few weeks to get everything together. And I was very scared and very terrified because I knew that I had to leave all
Objection, Your Honor. This is non-responsive narrative at this point.
Sustained. Please.
What? Thank you, Your Honor. What did Tonton? What did he tell you when you went to see him?
He told me that that I would be going to the United States.
And how did he say that was going to happen?
He said he would help me get the papers to go to the United States, and that he would take me there, and once we got there, that I would be on my own.
And what sort of papers?
I did not know exactly what he was going to do, but I had to get a residence card, and because we needed to travel. But I was afraid that if I got a residence card in my neighborhood of Kipe, that it would be assigned to somebody in Kipe would let the presidential guard that they would tell them that I was traveling, and so I could not trust them.
So where did you go to get a residence card?
I decided to go to Imdalaye, which is a neighbor in another area in Conakry, and I got my residence card there, and then I gave it to Tonton, and then he gave it back to me when we arrived in the United States.
Did anyone know you were leaving?
Objection calls for speculation.
I'll allow it. Overruled. Continue.
No, no one except Tonton, and maybe Fatoumata knew that I wanted to leave, but I never told her the exact date when I was leaving.
Other than the residence card, did you obtain any other paperwork for yourself?
No, Tonton took care of everything else.
Did you ever question the validity of the documents?
No, I had no reason to question it because I trusted Tonton. He was a respected person in my neighborhood, and I just believe what he told me. And if I thought that the paper would not good, I never would have used them.
Well, did you take a look at this paperwork before you use it?
I just trusted that it was okay. I did not know what was needed or what the real paper looked like. I just trusted that it was good paper, that it was.
Well, did it have your name on it or someone else's name on it?
It had my name on it.
Okay, continue, counsel.
Thank you. Other than your residence card, Fatima, did you have any other documents when you fled Guinea?
No, just my residence card.
What did you do with that card?
I submitted it with my asylum papers
When did you arrive in the United States?
in late November
Where did you arrive?
at the JFK airport in New York.
And what happened when you arrived?
I was stopped by the immigration official who told me that my papers were not proper.
When did you come to know that the visa was improper?
That's when the INS official told me.
And what did you tell them?
I told them that I did not know that my papers were not proper, but that I could not go back to Guinea because I would be killed, and that I wanted asylum in the United States.
Fatima, is there anywhere in Guinea where you would be safe?
No, my family has disappeared. I have nowhere to go. I can't ask friends to. Je peux pas demander aux amis de me loger.
I can't ask my friends to stay with them.
Because it would be dangerous for them.
Okay. And what would happen to you if you were forced to return to Guinea?
Objection calls for speculation.
Part of the test here is her subjective fear, and she's allowed to testify to her subjective fear, so I'll allow the question. Objection overruled. Answer the question, ma'am.
If I were to go back to Guinea, I would be arrested, tortured, and I would be killed.
Thank you. I have no more questions at this time.